This is the best of times and the worst of times. Tale of Two Cities. What was that? Charles Dickens? I can't remember. It's been so long ago, but the duality is in the title. See, this is the darkest of times, and they're the brightest of times. It just depends on what side of the stick you're focusing on. And that's the cold nitty-gritty. Life is a perceivable collection of everything you've ever observed, like on TV, movies, radio, media, everyone you've ever talked to, and everything you've ever read. You're a walking collection of these things. But there's a subliminal collection of these things. At 65,000 miles per hour, your brain is processing a background world that you don't even know is there. I mean, think about it. Your heart's pumping, and you don't even know how many times a minute it beats. It's just on autopilot. So the background world is what I want to make you aware of right now. And I'm going to get really vulgar rapidly to prove a point. It's a technique that I don't recommend for everyone. And I promise you not too many yogis use it. You'll not hear it anywhere else. So if you're a child or under 18, now's your chance. Get the hell out of here. This isn't your channel anyway. And for those of you that have remained, your mind is a response, recollection, projector. So you're collecting everything you see, all the stuff you watch on TV, everyone and everything you've talked to, and then you project it. You project it on a subatomic quantum level. And in neuroscience, you could easily say that the projection is coming from the center of your brain. Your Atman is where they say your seat of your soul is placed, at least in Vedantic science. It's called God math for a reason. When the rest of the world catches up, the big I told you so was already thrown out there like 100 years ago. So your Atman, where your soul is shoved so far up into your brain that you can't tell you're inside of a body. A goof. They call it a goof in ancient Mesopotamic, Judaic, Hebrew. Your body is goof. You're goofy. It's your goof. Because it's a machine. And then in that cartoon Gundam, they call the Zion, the machines, goofs. I thought that was pretty neat. A cartoon coming from the 70s. Anyway, let's pull a couple tarot cards. Your mind responds to everything that it interacts with. And then on a subatomic level, it shoots a projection for what's next. You see, what's next is already been decided. It was decided by you. Now, it seems like the world has made this decision, and you're a character inside of this story that haphazardly flop-a-dops along from one page to the next. But you're not. You're the author. You're the writer. And here comes the vulgar part. hopefully that gave plenty of time for any children to leave the room. When you masturbate, you put an image in your mind. You no longer use the photoreceptors because what's in front of you, either a screen or your eyes are closed and you're imagining something. And your body responds. Now, how did that happen? You made yourself have a response from your body, and the reality of that image or picture isn't really there. But the point is, your body doesn't know the difference. You see, your body doesn't know the difference when you close your eyes and you think of a quick way to bring pleasure to yourself. Just boop, it's over with. Here's the 100 reasons why you justified it, and blah, 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 blah. The point is, you put a relaxation into projecting far enough to secretly please yourself. And that was good enough, but the body responded. That's the point here. The body responded. None of the other stuff matters. So if you need a class on sin, you're in the wrong place. So the body responds. So see, in this simple act of relief, we create an imaginary system that the body can use, the goof can use to release the cerebrospinal fluid at the bottom of your first lumbar. And it's known as the Kundalini serpentine energy, right? And oh boy, it's building up your libido. So it'll do anything to your mind to get you to release it if you're not using it properly. Now, the worst part is when this energy isn't used properly, it's only used, conditionally enough to get it out of the way. You don't realize you've wasted your God force. Now, I'm not saying what you did with it was right or wrong. It's none of my business. What I'm saying is, you have the ability to use God force, and so far, you've only accidentally stumbled upon it in your private time. Now, if you understood what I'm saying, you can take the same projection technique, and instead of, working one out, you can project a something you want in your life. Like, for example, it might take you 5 minutes to relieve yourself, but it takes you 50 days of the year to wish you had this vacation harmony experience, or you want to wake up in this new house, or you want to have this car, etc., etc. So you could take the same virtual experience, and instead of pleasing yourself, you can please yourself in a different way. Now, I told you it was going to be graphic. Take the same energy and push it into a picture. The one thing the wife and I started doing that we really like is we like to take catalogs of the most beautiful Airbnbs or places that we've never been, because we live in a very nice area, so we see nice stuff all the time, but we try to find the nicest stuff and then we virtually put ourselves in it. I feel myself waking up on the pillow. I see her waking up smiling. I see the big bay windows and etc. I use that virtual energy to put it it's not really about being healthy. Like I said, this isn't that class. It's about projection. So we'll spend 30 seconds, it's like a record 33 seconds, 34 seconds on projecting our experience together. And before you know it, the experience is in your hand. not no pun intended, but the experience you want is just a thought away. So if you can experience anything in thought and feel the pleasure from it, it's only a matter of time for it to come into your see it, taste it, touch it, real surfaceable experience, tangible experience, myavotic experience. And I just want you to know that, because it's happening no matter what. Unfortunately, it mostly, the God force, the Kundalini, only responds to fear. And that's if you're listening to this, probably where you're at. Your God force has only responded to fear, and it's either A, clearing out the things in your life that don't work for you, or B, it's wreaking havoc in your life because you're not working for it. So, creation, maintenance, and expansion. Let's pull a card. In the creation side, we have kaboom. Bam. The 9 of Pentacles. It says that your actions have produced results. And it's just over that hedge there. Hey, it's funny. We ran into somebody. That guy looks like a falconer. We ran into someone who was trapping baby falcons, out in the middle of our town. And look at that. They got a falcon in their hand or some kind of parakeet. But it's about the fruits of your labor, and the compassion of your optimism has created a strength that will no longer allow you to suffer. Okay? You're going to have some abundance, some funds coming to you. And that's what you've created. So this is the straight down the middle tarot creation path. We are not left hand, we are not right hand, we are the middle. And it's kind of like being Switzerland in religion. You serve God, and you also get a chance to serve everyone as God's children, no matter the confusing labels they put on themselves. Second pile. Hoo-yah! Togetherness. You've created strength in this earning, and it is allowed you to maintain togetherness. See, we have a 2 of Wands here, and that togetherness is a balance that you cannot deny. So this must be a collective twin flame read, because it's all about you maintaining your shit with your significant other. This card pops up a lot for us. It's a good card to have. And let's see what you need to expand on. I got everything in 3 piles here. So you need to expand on your creativity. So the Knight of Cups is your next card. So that's in the destruction area. You need to expand on your creativity. And I'm feeling some Libra energy. There's some charm, and the knight in shining armor is going to follow his heart. So there's a charming proposal on its way. So expand on that and hold your cup high, because this is what's coming for you. Okay? That's the future. Here we go, y'all. Now, another creation is the world. You have created community, and there is going to be an optimism with your skills. Fulfillment is what you're going to get when you have noticed your first stages of your cup, even though you don't see your cup because it's in your hand. That money's coming to you, and you're going to sustain it. And then it's going to allow you to travel. I mean, look at that. It's going to give you the world. Spirit is trying to give you the world. In case you're not privy, Spirit is what we refer to as God. God is everywhere and in everything. And, there's a lot of joy in that. I don't specifically follow any religion, but I don't blame when anybody does either. Like, I get it. You want something more to believe in, and that's the thing. We've given so much time to this belief that technically isn't really working for anyone. You know what I mean? Every religious doctrine's had thousands of years to figure it out, and it only works for the narrow-minded. And then they show the world that you would never want to be a part of any type of sect of people like that. Like I would never want to be like a Christian. I don't eat meat. I don't blame people that do. You know what I mean? I just have different values. I see women differently. I don't see them as objects. I don't believe in labels. The world I believe in doesn't exist yet. 2033, baby. So the next card is an excellence in communication. So you got to expand on this excellence of communication. So you got the Empress. You're gonna communicate and with someone who's generally optimistic. Obviously, that's probably not me. But there's a general optimism with your travel, and that's what's going to happen here for you. And let's see here. It's going to give you a new project to inspire on and conspire with that will bring new opportunities and growth. I mean, that's really cool. Let's keep rolling. And look, so it goes from one ace to the next. So literally that Ace of Wands to an Ace of Pentacles being financial opportunity again. So you have no doubt a new adventure coming your way. Let's see if we pull another ace. That'd be crazy, right? No. Someone you're involved with is probably going to be a little jealous towards you. And don't get strategical. Don't try to get ahead of it. Just see it for what it is and master your responsibility. That's the best thing you can do, is master your ability to keep your mouth shut and look at the world with two open eyes. Look at it right in its face. And don't be scared. And then bam, you got an ego death. And that's the end of an old cycle in the beginning of one that serves you. And it may not always be pretty. It's about control. And that's what you got to do. You got to control your life. And in order to do that, you need to know that your visual imagery is the creator of your world. That's the Matrix. The Merkaba, the spiritual body is what you're interfacing with. So you can wake up tomorrow and your entire world be completely changed. And you have to tolerate it. You have to tolerate it, because if you don't, you will not transmute the energy. Tolerance is beyond the most important thing you could be a part of. Tolerance. No one's better than anyone else here. So we don't have to accept what each other believes, but we do have to tolerate outburst, because emotions are high. And we live in a magnetic interface, and the poles are literally being formed in a new location. So cut yourself some slack. Let yourself off the hook, and don't get involved with people's nitty nonsense, because judgment is for all of us. And this isn't about going to heaven. It's about seeing that you've been in heaven all along. You've been in heaven all along. Heaven isn't a place. It's the ability to have forgiveness and mercy in your heart. And live your death of life, dying clean, happy, free. Free of the attachments of other people. Free of the attachments of gods. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day. I am going to pick up this last card here. Oh, once again, we end just about every reading with the Tower. See that? Old systems are going to fall because they only work out for those two people. It took millions of people to build that tower, but only two of them are getting knocked out. You see that? So it's about the people. And when we stand together as a group, the 144, and it not be about religion, it be about standing together for God, and the differences of our diversity being the unification that brings us together. Well, that number 144 will just be a start. It'll be a starting point. I imagine there'll be millions of us before it's over with. Praise the Lord. Have a blessed day. Try this little clicky thing again and see if it works.